prescription for a healthier you. When it comes to car seat safety, it definitely isn't one size fits all or even one position fits all. Avery Gertz is a parent educator with GBMC Healthcare. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm happy to have you here.
Yes.
So you have brought my child.
Yes.
We're going to call it Elsa Jr. I like it. But you've also brought this car seat. So can you walk us through how to do this properly? Because I feel like you don't really know how to install a car seat until you need to know it.
Correct. Yes. So we have an infant carrier here today. This is the carrier portion of it with little Elsa Jr. harnessed in there.
Very cute.
And then we have our base here. I'm going to walk you guys going through and placing the base into the back seat of the vehicle. Just overall going through the latch installation, making sure it's ready to go.
Perfect.
And then we'll go ahead and clip the carrier in at the very end and get a nice little snug fit. And we'll
Wonderful.
be good.
All right, let's start with the base then. How do we do this?
So we're going to go ahead, take this into the back seat of the vehicle here.
Okay.
And we're gonna let Elsa Jr. just hang out for a little bit.
She's a good kid.
She's very quiet. She's well behaved. So whenever you are doing this installation, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you are having your car parked on a level ground.
Okay.
This is overall going to ensure that we have the proper recline angle, leveling, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So as I said, this is the base. This base is where the carrier is going to clip into. This guy gets installed within the vehicle. It stays there, so you have the luxury of taking it in and out. Super easy.
Wonderful.
Okay? So we're going to go through the latch installation for our car seat base today.
Okay.
The latch installation, which you can see down here at the bottom, there's these little kind of symbols that indicate where the latch goes.
Yes.
If you take your finger and just kind of drag down into the crease of your seat on each side, you have that little metal bar.
Yes.
Okay. Part of the base actually hooks to this metal bar, which is built into your vehicle frame.
Okay.
So we get a nice little snug fit.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, great.
You can also do these installations with the seatbelt for your vehicle as well, but we're going to do the latch today just because it's a little bit easier to show.
Oh, right. Yes,
okay?
do show us, because latch system, it seems great, but then it also seems a little complicated.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be.
Exactly. So when it comes to this is a Kiko base, so this can vary depending on the car seat brand.
Okay.
But it has this little lever right here where if you pull up on that, it's going to allow you to pull out the latch anchors on each side.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to just pull them out super quick.
They look like little claws.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually pretend that they are a little bull nose. So I'll show you on this side here. This guy, I always say it's kind of curled down like this.
Yes.
That's the angle that you want to push it in when you hook it to that bar. We never want to be hooked up like that. We want our nice
Always
little bull
down.
nose. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So what I'm going to do, I place the base onto the seat here, and I typically start with the seat or the anchor furthest away from me, just so I'm not going to be hunched over like this the whole time. So I go ahead, I find that bar, I take my lower anchor here, I push in, and I have that nice click.
Yes, that click shows it's secure then.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. So I'm going to do same thing on the other side.
Yes.
Push in, get that nice click.
Great.
Okay.
Now, how do you make sure that it's snug against the back instead of sort of swishing around?
Correct. So when it comes to this, again, this can vary based off of the base, but with this base here, we have this little harness that's hanging out on the top. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of very gently push down. You don't want to put all your body weight on it,
Sure.
but you just want to give a little bit of a
Firm.
push there. Yeah, exactly. And as I do that, I'm going to pull up on this harness. So I give nice little snug pull there,
yes.
and we get a ton of slack out. Okay. When you feel like you got it pretty tight, you take this guy here, and I'm going to make sure I have it nice and level here. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take this guy, I roll it up, so he gets placed right in his little pocket, just like that.
Nice.
And what you like to make sure before you take the carrier and place it in, two things. One, that it's nice and snug, and two, that it's nice and level. Okay. What you do to make sure it's nice and tight to your vehicle is you grab where it's going to be anchored to the car.
Okay.
So since we anchor down here on these little bars, we're going to grab right here, give a nice little shake. On the other side.
It is not budging.
It's nice and tight, okay? When you do this shake, as long as we're not moving more than an inch side to side, we're perfect.
Good.
Okay. Then we go ahead, pay attention to our nice little level here. So it's on each side, but with this one, we can see we have those two black arrows. Level is right there in the middle of those. If it's slanted like this, that's fine. As long as it's in between both of them,
Yes.
we're good.
Wonderful.
Okay? So then we would go ahead, grab our nice little Elsa Jr.
My child.
Yes.
She's ready.
And you
All
can go
right.
ahead, grab her, place her in, and we hear that nice little click.
And
that
ready
means,
to go.
Yes, she's
We are
ready for a drive.
on the town.
Correct. Yep.
Right. So we just installed that rear-facing car seat. How long do kids stay rear-facing now?
So here in Maryland, we actually have a law. Kids have to be, or infants and children have to be 2 years until they can officially go from rear-facing to forward-facing.
Okay.
With that being said, even though it is that mandated law, rear-facing is definitely the safest area for our babies and our children within the back seat.
Yes.
So when you actually purchase your car seats, they're going to have some guidelines for you in regards to the child or the baby's height and weight.
Okay.
So as long as baby and or child is within those height and weight limits, they can definitely go ahead and remain rear facing.
Okay.
So it just depends on baby, child, and again, whenever the parent overall feels comfortable to make that transition. So, but for this one,
2 years is the minimum in our state.
Correct.
But if we as parents feel like, okay, my child isn't cramped back there, we can keep the baby facing.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Facing
As long
rear.
as height and weight, that's the most important thing that we go ahead and look at. So at GBMC, I do the installs, so you can very much so go to gbmc.org/parent-ed.
Perfect.
That'll get you our lovely little appointment with me.
Yeah.
But we also have Maryland Department of Health. They have a program called Kids in Safety Seats. They also have other techs like myself as well who do car seat events, installs, so another great way we can.
That is really
Yes.
helpful because this is one of those things, it's a skill you don't have until you absolutely need it.
Yes.
And then when you
Yes.
need it, you really need it.
Yes.
Avery Gertz, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this prescription for a healthier you presented by GBMC Healthcare. To get more doses of GBMC RX, click the box under the circle and tap this circle to subscribe and learn more about becoming a healthier you.